Motorcycling is always a big adventure, and recording that adventure is something a lot of people like to do. And to do it best, you use a camera. Now this is the new Olympus OM-D E-M5 MKII. Now the OM-D is Olympus code for interchangeable lens compact system cameras, so you can take the lens off it, put other lenses on. And the E-M5 MKII is their second version of their very popular camera that first came out in 2012. This one's only just come out in the last couple of months. So the reason you might buy one of these for motorcycle use is because it's fully weatherproof and built a bit like a tank, even though it's very, very compact, much more compact than most digital SLR cameras. And certainly if you want to add in a couple of extra lenses for wide angle and telephoto use, the whole system is a lot smaller than most DSLRs. And that's partly because it's a micro 4/3 system, which is used by Panasonic as well as Olympus. And the sensor size is about half the size of a full frame camera system from the likes of Canon and Nikon, that sort of thing. The advantage to that is the lighter, smaller and cheaper. So the pricing on this sort of equipment is generally a little bit cheaper than that bigger gear, but it's still very, very high quality. You can only have to look at the pictures you can get from a smartphone to realise you don't need a giant camera anymore to get great pictures. And these cameras offer a great balance between small size, compact, but still with lots and lots of control. So you can have full manual control if you know what you're doing with a camera, or through to semi-automatic control, which is I use a lot for shooting motorcycles, through to full manual control, which we use in the studio and sometimes for special effects, and there's various occasions where it comes in when you're experienced. Now the advantage of the EM5 here is that Olympus make this particular lens with a electronic zooming, so if you want to do movies as well as still photographs, this particular lens works really well for that. And the other advantages are the flip out screen, so you can do selfies if you want to, or you can angle this in pretty well any direction you like so that you can see it even if you're holding it really low or really high if you're moving it around. And another big advantage of this particular camera is the image stabilisation. So it's got a 5-axis stabiliser for the sensor, which moves if you've got a bit of camera shake. So you can hold this camera steady at much longer shutter speeds, which means you get less camera shake than most cameras. And the advantage of that is you don't have to carry a tripod for a lot of pictures. So from a motorcyclist point of view, if you want a compact system camera that you can put interchangeable lenses on, you can put different flash guns on. This one actually comes with a small flash gun, but you can buy bigger ones. It connects up through Wi-Fi to your smartphone, so you can get the photos that you take off it and onto your phone without a cable, and then you can share them and put them up on Facebook, share them to the internet, whatever you like, very quickly and easily. You can also remote control the camera, so you can put it down and go and take like self-timer pictures, but have control with your smartphone. So it's very versatile. Now it comes about $1,299 for the camera body, and then you buy your lenses after that. So a system of a couple of lenses plus the camera, probably something in the vicinity of $2,000 you probably want to spend with the camera bag. And then of course you need a SD card to record those pictures. And there's also lots of accessories like grips, extra battery packs, things like that are all available if you want to go down that path. We've been using one of these at Cycle Talk for a little while, been testing it out. I'm going to get one for my USA trip and shoot television on it. So there'll be images shot with a Olympus EM5 MKII that'll get shown on Cycle Talk TV in the spring season. And we're really impressed with it. It produces 1080p video, which is high quality, and great stills. It's even got a high-res still picture mode, which will produce a 40 megapixel still. So very good little camera, very happy with it. Does a great job, doesn't cost $1 million. Very little to criticise about it. Getting used to the menus and the amount of controls on it takes a bit of time, but that comes with all the functionality. You can just stick it on full auto if you want to. And a couple of other little things about it that are great. It's got scene modes, so if you want it fully automatic but you want to shoot motorbikes, you can put it in sport mode. And there's also, you know, snow, and there's portrait modes, things like that. There's art filters built in, so you can get those arty shots of, you know, dramatic tones and pale colours and things like that. There's lots of those in these Olympus cameras. So you can definitely get some special effects and different things happening with the EM5 Mark II.